Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another edition of Top 5 Best PC Game Deals of the Week. Typically do this series on Wednesdays. Unfortunately, had some stuff going on yesterday, so I couldn't get around to making this video, but better late than never, and I got some great deals to talk about, so let's get right into this with number 5. Number 5, I want to give a mention to Humble Monthly, which is one of the best months in a very long time, and it ends tomorrow. If you guys don't know what a Humble Monthly is, I did a video on it earlier. You guys can check that out, but to keep it short, it's a $12 a month subscription service that Humble offers. You get 1 or 2 games right away, and then the rest of the Humble Monthly bundle unlocks on the first Friday of every month. And the first Friday of August happens to be tomorrow, so you want to get in on this as soon as you can. Because after that Friday comes and goes, a new bundle will be introduced. So right now you have 24 hours left to pick up one of the best Humble Monthly bundles ever, just based on the entry games. Again, it's $12 to enter, and this month you're getting Pillars of Eternity, which that alone for $12 is a terrific deal. On a Steam sale, you see that game typically going for like $15 to $17, I believe. So you get Pillars of Eternity and you get NBA 2K17, which I've heard kind of mixed things about, but again, you get Pillars of Eternity, and then think of NBA 2K17 as more of an add-on, but that's still a game that's very expensive on Steam, so those 2 games you get right away, and then you will get more games tomorrow when the rest of the bundle unlocks. But even if this was just $12 for Pillars of Eternity, I would recommend that, because that is how good of a game Pillars of Eternity is. It's a great old school RPG, and for that price, you can't go wrong with it. NBA 2K17, I have heard some mixed things about, but again, you're getting it with the bundle. You're gonna get some other games as well. I should mention that whenever Humble Monthly has like ridiculous entry-level games, sometimes the extra games that are unlocked on the first Friday aren't up to par. In this case, you do have heavy hitters like Pillars of Eternity and NBA 2K17, and how I think it works is they have a set budget that they put towards Humble Monthly, and you would think that Pillars of Eternity and NBA 2K17 would take up a significant portion of it. I don't know, but that's just how I would think it would work. Over on the page, you can also see previous months, and you can see like every month the service has been pretty freaking great. Obviously, some months are stronger than others, but I would say that every month is well worth your $12. And obviously, all the games you get are Steam keys, so that's very nice as well, and a lot of great games to get. And if you are a new PC gamer, I think Humble Monthly is one of the best ways to build up your library very quickly. Enough on that, moving on to number 4, Steam has got a couple of good deals this week. First off, they have all of the Tales of games, the JRPG series, on sale. The one that stuck out to me the most was definitely Tales of Zestiria. That is 75% off, down to $12.50. This one came out back in 2015, a really solid JRPG. Tales of Zestiria did have some issues with its story, a little bit on the generic side at times, and then they pull something like halfway through the game. They take a party member out of the game, which I really didn't dig, but still a very good JRPG if you're looking for a quality and competent, well-made JRPG with a decent story, good gameplay, solid visuals. It's a game to check out. Tales of Symphonia is also on sale. That game is widely considered as one of the best games in the series. It's 75% off, down to $5. That game did have a few issues on PC, and obviously it was originally released back in the GameCube days, so not up to par, technically speaking. Tales of Berseria is also 40% off, down to $30. This is by far the best Tales of game you can pick up right now. Just a great story, great cast of characters. The only issue is it is only 40% off. It's $30. This is a game that just released this year, back in January, so the price is justifiable. And if you are a big fan of JRPGs, if you played a lot of the other Tales of games, $30 is still well worth it for Tales of Berseria. You're getting a lot of content for your money, and it's just a very well-made Japanese RPG. A lot of the times, I consider the Tales of games to be very good games, but not excellent games. Tales of Berseria is one of those games that can be classified as an excellent game, and it's got overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. 95% positive recently, 96% positive all time. So for JRPG fans, this is a must play, but if you want a cheaper option, I think Tales of Zestiria is a good deal as well. Also, Steam has got a Rebellion sale going on, Rebellion being the developers and publishers. The best deals that I came across are on the Sniper Elite game. Sniper Elite 3 in particular is 80% off, down to $6, which is a pretty solid deal for the game. I do think Sniper Elite 4 is a far better game, but that came out just this year. Again, 50% off, and it's down to $30. If you've played the previous games and you've enjoyed them, Sniper Elite 4, in my opinion, is well worth the $30. It's got huge levels to explore. Technically, the game is gorgeous. Gameplay-wise, it's pretty strong as well, but again, $30 is a bit hefty on the price side, so maybe check out Sniper Elite 3 if you haven't experienced this series yet. That's still a fairly good game, and then if you want to drop the extra cash, Sniper Elite 4 for $30 is well worth it. It's got a lot of content and is a very very well-made game. Moving on to number 2, you can pick up Doom on Bundle Stars 55% off, down to just $13.50. I believe this is the lowest price that the game has been at, and what a great price for Doom. This, in my opinion, it was one of the top 2 or 3 games of 2016. It was just a great first-person shooter that ran so well on PC. I mean, you guys have seen footage of the game. Even on lower-end PCs, this game runs really well, and it looks terrific. The only thing is the multiplayer in this game isn't that great. In my opinion, pick up Doom for the single player, because the single player is so great. It's not like your typical first-person shooter campaign, not like your Call of Duty campaign or even your Battlefield campaign. It's a real, 8 to 12 hour experience that's got a lot of content. It's really well paced, and it's got some great gameplay, and that alone I think is well worth picking up the game for. And then you can dabble in the multiplayer as well, but the single player is the real star of Doom. I think most people would agree with me when I say that. Now that the game is down to $13.50, that is a terrific price for the game, and I believe the lowest it has been at was $15. Now you're getting a little bit more off on top of that, and you can't go wrong with Doom at that price. Finally, number 1, over on digitaldownload.com, you can pick up Wolfenstein: The New Order for just $5, and Wolfenstein: The New Order was a great game. Just like Doom, Wolfenstein: The New Order, the star is its single player. It doesn't actually have a multiplayer component. It's only single player, but again, it's a very well-made single player campaign, and with Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus on the way, now wouldn't be a bad time to check out The New Order. It is a great game. Once again, technically, it is a very good-looking game. Gameplay-wise, really good, has a great setting, great storytelling, atmospherically, very good, and if you enjoy games with a great narrative and great gameplay, I think Wolfenstein: The New Order will be right up your alley. Once again, single player only, but for $5, you're getting a very well-made single player, and once again, The New Colossus is coming out this year, so now isn't a bad time to check out The New Order. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, you can always leave that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.